2 years ago, Crunchyroll finally released High Guardian Spice, and it is the funniest thing ever. Like, it had bad animation, bad writing, bad production, bad everything, dude. But you know what? I love it. Like, it's so funny to me. It's just such a perfect example of what not to do when making a show, and I just love it. I love it so much, because there was so much potential in the show. I feel like, you know, like the animation's kind of bad, but I feel like the art style's like a bit cute. Maybe that's a hot take, I don't know. I like it. Sometimes, most of the time. But like, it is so bad and so poorly produced that like everyone hated it. As soon as it came out, before it even came out, everyone hated it, and it was the funniest thing to me. I finally watched it like a while ago, and it was so hard, but yet such a reward, because I thought, I'm an artist, I'm a writer, I never posted anything online, but like, why don't I start my journey talking about this wonderful show that is so bad, but yeah, so good to me personally, because I'm gonna try redesigning the characters while also rewriting the story, because that story made no sense. If you think it made sense, girl, we gotta talk, because I don't know what you saw that made sense. Like, everything, nothing made sense. The magic system, the characters, nothing. But I still love it. And so, today, I'm gonna start by redesigning Rosemary and Sage and taking you guys on my little journey. So, if you like that, hit subscribe, because there's gonna be plenty more where this came from. I have so many ideas for like all the other characters and these characters, and I want to like post everything. And if you're like, oh my god, who's this cute little bat girl? This is my first video, so I'm the Macaron. Nice to meet you. And you know, if you want to support me and encourage my journey on remaking this and like making other videos, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, hit the like, and like share with your friends, so then I can talk about this stupid hyperfixation with mine with as many people as possible. Let's do it. Okay, so starting off, we have Rosemary, and I did a bit of an oopsie because I didn't think that I would be like using this footage in the speed paint, and so, but then I feel like it wouldn't be fair because then you wouldn't see my progress. So I decided to keep it in, and all the brushes I'm using I'm gonna put in the description. So if you're wondering what those hair brushes are, they're gonna be in the description, and I have a link to them. So yeah. But the oopsie I did was so this is kind of mixed, like a mix of me doing Rosemary and Sage at like the same time. So I hope you guys don't mind that. But yeah, like at the end, I'm gonna do a final drawing with them in like the cool poses, the one, the thumbnail. So that's gonna be like kind of one and then the other. But for now, it's just like general concepts. And yeah. So I'm just gonna start by talking about my ideas, since you're watching me come up with the characters. So what I was thinking at the time, if I remember correctly, because I did start drawing these like a bit ago, but I did make the most recent, like the art at the end most recently. But yeah, so for my thoughts on these, I wanted to keep Sage's long hair, and I wanted to keep Rosemary's poofy hair. So I decided, like, since Rosemary has poofy hair, I should give her like these big heart-shaped puffs. I thought that'd be really cute. And I kept Sage's long braid because, like, you know, it's iconic. But also, I made it not look like a rat's tail. That's kind of weird. And I decided to, like, make the loose part at the top actually look more loose than it just being, like, a part of her head. Like, in the original show. And I also thought that the shape would kind of, like, contribute and, like, help with the silhouette of when she cuts her hair later in the show. If you didn't know, that happens. Spoiler alert! But you should honestly watch the show first before watching this, honestly. And yeah, so I thought it like matched her bob, and so I thought of keeping that shape. And when rewriting the show, I thought like, since Sage is supposed to be old magic, I'm still keeping the old magic and new magic and trying to actually make it make sense in this series, unlike the actual show, because I have no idea what was going on there, TBH. So Sage is part of like kind of like a religion, and like for religious reasons, like they believe that like, because in like folklore they say that a witch's hair is like part of their power level, if I'm remembering right. So I thought like if cutting their hair would kind of be like, oh, you didn't see that. Yeah, more characters coming soon after I post this video. I'm gonna be posting about the others. So if you see any, yeah, little previews. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so Sage is part of like a religious group where they don't cut their hair because they think like their magic will only be strong if they have their hair. So that's why I didn't give her her bangs, and like I changed them to like still be part of her long hair. And yeah, and so I thought I thought maybe she'd be all about healing, and so I made it like she's part of like a healing coven kind of, and like she's a healing witch, so that's why she has like crosses in her eyes. And but I couldn't make it red because copyright, but yeah. So I decided to make them pink, and later on I'm gonna change her eyes to pink, but right now they're red. And yeah, sorry for all this like flashing of colors. I was having like a hard time deciding the colors. And speaking of colors, I decided that like I wanted Rosemary and Sage to match. So I wanted like the core four girls to all like kind of match their like hair and eye color. So Rosemary and Sage are going to be matching. Rose is going to have pink hair and blue eyes, and Sage is going to have blue hair and pink eyes. So I thought that'd be cute. And also like it shows like how close they are. Kind of. Yeah. Parsley and Thyme aren't as close as Rosemary and Sage, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there in the next video. Oh, what? Anyway. So, basically, back to the healing thing. I decided that, like, to make this work, because in the original show, there was, like, warriors and there was, like, mages. But there was, like, because in the show, magic is like so overpowered. You can make portals, you can make like anything apparently. Like there was no cost. Sage said it when she was like researching it in a book, and like there's like no limitations at all. So like why wouldn't everyone use the magic? So I thought like I'll give reasons and like try to make the magic system more like, you know, make sense. Make it make sense more. And yeah. So I decided like Rosemary's just a human. I kept her a human. And Sage isn't just like a human with magic. I don't know if she is a witch. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, I mean, she's a mage. And she's from which country? But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but Sage is a witch, and that's why she has special eyes and different ears. And, yeah. And that green circle on her face is, like, also part of her religion. It's, like, that green circle is, like, supposed to be, like, a symbol for, that she's part of that, coven thing. Because I also decided, like, there'd be, like, a bunch of different races in this story. Then they all have, like, their own special magic. And that, and, like, old magic, quote-unquote, in this world is, like, each, like, race except for humans. Humans cannot do magic whatsoever on their own. But everyone else has their own magic that they can do on their own. But, like, only this certain category. And then all the other magic, they'd have to do, like, the old magic rituals, quote-unquote. Like, they have to get all these, like, ingredients, or, like, draw all these runes and stuff. And so, what Terraspheres do in this world is, like, instead of them having to do all that stuff, Terraspheres help them do those spells without the cost, so they can do any kind of, like, magic. And it's still, because I watched some reviews and they said that they think that the rot, like, is caused by the Terraspheres. Like, the Terraspheres are, like, bad, and like, there was kind of supposed to be, like, this analogy. I'm not exactly sure watching the show, but, like, I'm gonna try to use that idea into my version of the story. And so, like, since it's not, like, natural, it's kind of messing with the natural order, Terraspheres are gonna be, like, kind of bad. And, like, yeah, because I didn't fully rework it, because, like, it's still kind of, like, pretty complicated. Also, YouTube, don't demonetize me. I'm just trying to draw their bodies here, okay? Please. Thank you. And yeah. So, like, Sage is you know, healing witch, and there's gonna be destruction witches, which I wonder who that's gonna be in the main cast. Whoa. And yeah, I don't know if I described that well. I'll describe it better in another video, probably, because right now, look, I'm designing Rosemary's outfit. So, I thought, like, of giving her, like, kind of, like, armor, because I didn't understand why she just had, like, armor on her, like, on her shoulders. And so I was, like, trying to give her that, like, heart-shaped armor thing, because, like, your stomach has a lot of, like, your vital organs. So you get stabbed there, it's, like, really bad. So I tried to do that, but it didn't look right, and it looked kind of weird to me. Like, she kind of looked like a Viking, I don't know, like some Viking. And so I thought I'd go more like the swordswoman route, and I tried to, like, I gave her that collar, and, like, that blazer? Vest? I don't know. And, yeah, and I tried to, like, keep it, like, similar to the original, because, like, you know, I didn't want to make her look too different from the original Rosemary. And so, I did keep the shoulder armor. And, yeah. Oh, there's official art drop. Anyway. So, this is me picking the colors, and I did keep pretty close to the colors. I did add my own colors, because I also thought it would be cute if, like, Rose and Sage had, like, also had, like, each other's colors in their outfits. So, Rosemary's gonna have little blue details, and Sage's gonna have little pink details. And I thought that would be cute, because they're also supposed to get together later in the show. So, that's kind of cute, right? But yeah. And if you're wondering if I'm gonna do, like, oh, Rose and Sage, which is Sage and Snapdragon, I'm thinking a little, why not Sage has two hands? You know, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway. Yeah, so, oh, this is me redesigning Flowering Thorn, because I thought if I'm redesigning their outfits, I might as well redesign their weapons. I don't do Sage's Terrasphere, because, like, she's not gonna need that in the show, or the series, at the start, because she gets it later. And so I thought I'd cross that bridge later. And maybe I'll, like, do that, design her Terrasphere later, like, in a different video, and that's when I'll go more in depth about the magic system, when I have it more, like, concrete. And, yeah. So, and this is me starting with Sage. I decided to, like, try to go for, like, the nurse, like, route, because I thought, like, you know, she's a healing witch, so nurse. but I also still wanted to make it kind of look like a traditional witch outfit. So I did give her a hat, because, like, you know, she does point that out, like, everyone makes fun of my stupid hat. And so I kept her little hat, and, yeah. So she's gonna be covered from head to toe. I don't think I mentioned this, but yeah, she's covered from head to toe because, like, to lessen the germs as much as possible from getting on her, because she's supposed to heal others, not herself. So it would be kind of bad if she was, like, sick or something. So she does, like, she wears a mask, she wears gloves, everything head to toe, fully covered. And yeah, she only, like, really takes off, like, her gloves and her mask when she's at home or, like, by herself. And yeah. So I thought, oh, and also Rosemary has a little pouch, and Sage has a little pouch, because Sage has, like, little healing potions with her. And I don't know what Rosemary would have in her pouch. Sage probably made her also have, like, healing stuff in her pouch, just in case Rosemary ran off somewhere during, like, an adventure or, like, a school thing, I don't know, mission, whatever they call it. And so, like, she still has, like, some healing stuff with her if, like, her and Sage get separated. And yeah. So I also thought that in this story, like, Rosemary and Sage would, like, run away from home, because, you know, like, High Guardian Academy, which I'm changing that name because, I don't know, I think it's dumb. And, yeah, I'm gonna change that. And then, like, they ran away from home because, like, you know, Fennel, which is Rosemary's dad, why would he let her, like, become a guardian if Lavender disappeared being a guardian? So I feel like he'd be more wary of that. And then, like, Sage's parents wouldn't want her to go to High Guardian Academy because they use new magic, and so it makes no sense for them to be like, oh, go to this school, when they, like, only really encourage to use new magic when you use old magic. So they're gonna, like, sneak off and run away to, like, Lingarth. I'm probably gonna change the name of Lingarth because apparently that's, like, a typical name for, you know, a magical setting. I don't know, I looked it up. So I might change Lingarth's name. But, yeah, anyway, so they run away, and, like, Sage didn't really want to, but she wanted to go with Rosemary, because Rosemary, even though she's, like, putting on a front, like, oh, I just want to be, an adventurer, a swordswoman, or whatever, and she actually wants to, like, go there to, like, help find, like, try to, like, find her mom, and, like, try to find her mom herself, because she hasn't been home in years. And so Sage is like, I don't want her to get hurt, she's my best friend, so I really don't want to go to High Guardian Academy and disobey my mother, but Rosemary's going and I don't want her to get hurt, so I'm going with her. And yeah, so that's what this story is going to start with. And yeah, this is me drawing what's in the thumbnail, ooh. Honestly, at the end, I don't like how her hair looks, like, with the line texture, so, the line width, because it kind of looked cluttered with all the tiny curls, because I do go over it with my own, like, lining brush. So I'll probably, like, try to figure out a way to make it look less clunky in the future. But yeah, so I thought it would be cute if, like, Sage and Rosemary's pose made a little heart. So Rosemary's, like, doing a little, like, what is it called? I don't know if it's called an uppercut. But yeah, she's doing, like, a up motion with her sword. And so that's, like, one part of the heart, and then Sage's braid is going to be the other part of the heart. And I thought that was really cute, really clever. And so, yeah. And figuring out this pose was honestly pretty hard. Because, like, also, I'm not too used to, like, drawing, like, fatter bodies. So I still had to, like, try to figure out how to, like, draw the body right while also doing this difficult pose. Because I'm, like, not used to, like, posing in, like, dramatic ways. And also, like, drawing fat bodies. But I wanted to make these characters diverse because, you know, they're like, oh, this show's gonna be so diverse. It's so cool. So I was like, fine, you want diversity? I'll give you diversity. And so I thought, like, instead of everyone being, like, pretty much the same slim build, that, like, they each have, like, their own build, you know? And so, like, Rosemary's a bit thick, but she's also a bit muscular, too. Yeah. And I don't know, because she does like to eat a lot, so I don't know if it's good that I made her this thick, but, like, you know, I don't know, maybe I'll change. Maybe she doesn't like eating that much. Maybe I'll change that, because, like, some people are just big, and that's okay. I'm a bit chubby, you know? We live, we laugh, we love. And, yeah. So, I don't know, but I thought Rosemary being a bit chunky would be cute, because I made, like, Sage really tall and slender, so I thought it would be, like, good contrast with each other. Like, Sage is all, like, stick thin and tall, and Rosemary's, like, short and, like, you know, thick. I don't know. So yeah. Oh, this is the line art. Oh my god. You're gonna see, I forgot her bows. I designed her bows, and I forgot to give them to her, but don't worry, I remember. I'm gonna put them there later. So don't worry, pretty little head. I'm gonna keep the bows. And yeah. Oh, there it is. I told you. Anyway. So yeah, I had to figure that out because it was also at a weird angle. So drawing the bows and trying to make it work, and also because, like, her arms are there, so, like, would they move the bows? I don't know. But yeah, so this is me figuring it out. And I might have changed the position later. Don't exactly remember. But as of right now, that's what it looks like. I do change her bangs because I feel like she looked too like stiff, like she wasn't in motion. If her bangs were just like looked like normal, so I did like move them a bit to make it look more motion-y later on. And yeah. So what else can I say? Yeah. Oh, I also gave her little bloomers, if you can see that, because we're not showing underwear, but also, like, not going to defy the laws of physics of her, like, you know, skirt going up, because it would go up. Oh, and I also gave them last names, because I feel like it was weird they didn't have last names. So I just tried to, like, make stuff up that, like, sounded like, sort of like a name that would be in this time period. So I gave her Glade, because it kind of sounds like blade, and, like, I don't know, I thought the G's made it sound cool. Or something, like, I don't know, they just gave out that vibe, you know. And I decided, like, because I wanted them to, like, also be all, like, different, like, races, diversity. So you know, diversity win. No, anyway, but the show's supposed to be diverse, so I'm not just gonna make them like, oh, they just have brown skin and that's it. What are they? Where are they from? I don't know. So I thought Rosemary is, like, mixed. I thought, like, her dad would be, like, black, and then her mom would be Asian, like East Asian, and then Sage is gonna be, like, Spanish, like either Hispanic or Latino. I'm not exactly sure which. Probably Hispanic. But yeah, maybe she looks like too typical of, like, what you think of when you think of, like, Hispanic, but I don't know. I still wanted to give her, like, her brown skin, so she has it, and she has, like, her, like, silky hair, like, long hair. And yeah, so her last name is, my friend helped me with this. I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce it right. From what I think she told me it was Creciendo Curero. And yeah, I thought they kind of sound like healing, like, in Spanish. And so I thought that would be cute, that her name kind of sounded like healing, because her original last name was gonna be Haligoro, which kind of sound like healing grow. So it kind of, like, I told my friend about that, and so she helped me come up with that last name for Sage in Spanish. And so yeah. Honestly, drawing Sage was like a bit easier for me. It was a bit hard in the beginning, but I don't know how. I just like... Rosemary took like me a while to draw, and Sage was just like easy. And I was surprised, because I don't know how I did it. But yeah, I did try to make her like really thin. Like if she was like brushed by a feather, she's like breaking to pieces. So I did try to make her like slimmer than like I usually draw people. Which you don't know what that is, because this is my first video, but I did try to like make her like a bit like really skinny, but not like unhealthy wise, just like really lanky, because you know I wanted to contrast with her and Rosemary, and also like to kind of like show off that she like doesn't want to be a fighter. She doesn't really have the physique to be a fighter, because she's so like fragile. And so I just wanted to give off like, because she's also anxious, so like anxious fragile girl. I feel like this is mostly me talking about Sage, which is really unfair to Rosemary. But I don't know, I didn't really think too much about Rosemary yet, because I did want to like fix the magic system, so that's why I did think about Sage more. But like with Rosemary, I thought like instead of her like happy bubbly, she is like a happily bubbly person, but also I thought like maybe she's like really bad at showing like her emotions. I think that's what the show was trying to do in the original, but I don't know, man. I don't know what they were doing, because she kind of just seemed like a happy-go-lucky girl, and like, oh, her mom's missing. Wah. So, but other than that, like, she didn't really like have any thoughts behind her sadness, you know? Like, it was kind of just like, oh, my mom's missing. Wah. So I thought like she tries to keep down all of her like sadness and like maybe her anger, or like she tries just to like hide her sadness, because like a warrior doesn't shed tears, you know, toxic toughness. And so she just tries to be happy, or she gets angry, and it's really hard for her to like show that she's like sad. And yeah, but Sage is always worried about her and worried about everything. So I feel like that also like contrasts well with, you know, with each other, because maybe they're besties, and they may be besties, but they're also like kind of opposite, you know, because Rosemary's all rough and tough, and Sage is all like, you know, not. And yeah, oh, see, I did fix it. I told you I fixed her bangs. I didn't know it was this later, but I did. So this is me fixing it up a bit. And yeah, I did tweak a bit of Rosemary's design, because also when I draw, I do try to like make the eye glares look like depict how sad or happy they are. So I gave Sage a bunch of like glares in her eyes, and Rosemary has less, because you know, she has like a sad backstory, but Sage doesn't really have that sad of a backstory. She's kind of just like sheltered. And yeah, those are the finished pieces. I hope you guys liked them, and if you have any constructive criticism, let me know. I'll post all of the brushes that I used in the description, and you know, all that good stuff. I'll probably post these on like social media, I don't know, maybe Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, I'm making like long videos, but I also want to like make like tiny short videos, like funny shorts. I like those like little animated short videos. So I'll probably make them with these characters and the original High Guardian Spice characters, and like with other characters that I'm gonna talk about in the future. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know, and I hope you like this. If you like it and you want to support me, subscribe, try to find me on all the social medias, Like, I'll probably have a link in it in my bio and in the description of all the socials that I make. And so you can follow me everywhere. Or just here if you want. No pressure. So, subscribe, hit the bell, like, share. I love you. Have a good day. I hope you enjoyed. And I can't wait to make more. And I hope you can't wait too. Bye!